Today I want to talk about Titus chapter 3 verses 1 through 8. I recommend pausing right now and reading that passage if you haven't yet. So, in the book of Titus, Paul is explaining to Titus how he wants Christians to live in community with each other, especially among unbelievers. First, he says, remind them to be ready for every good work. I think that this is important here because Paul is telling us that we as Christians must be ready to take action, not just be bystanders watching from the sidelines. We have to be ready to take initiative and act as Jesus would act, rather than just passively believing without helping others. Paul then goes on to list the various sins that Christians fall into, of disobedience, malice, envy, and other passions, and follows this up by saying he saved us not because of what righteous things we had done, but because of his mercy. There are a lot of preconceived notions about what Christians should be, like that they give to charity and that they're kind to everybody, because the more good things that you do, the more likely it is that you can get into heaven. And while none of those actions I suggested are inherently bad, the idea that doing those things results in our salvation is very wrong. Just as Paul states here, he says that we were saved because of his mercy. We're so undeserving of God's mercy, even though there's no action that we could do that would ever make us deserving of his mercy, he gives it to us anyway. So the generosity that God has for us is what we need to try and emulate when we interact with others. That's why Paul later asked those who have trusted in God to be careful and devote themselves to doing what is good, because full faith in God naturally results in good actions. This connects to Galatians chapter 5 verse 6, where Paul states the only thing that counts is faith expressing itself through love. This week, when it seems hard to reach out to those we love, I encourage you all to express your faith through love in any way you can, whether that means checking in on your family and friends and your neighbors online, or staying at home to keep the rest of the community safe. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great week, everyone.